Geek Gang, you know what time it is. It's time to get sauced up with a movie review spoiler talk of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Just know this is a spoiler talk about things that just were awesome to me in the movie. And if I miss things that you guys love, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Now, it is currently midnight. It's 12:20 here in Australia on Thursday morning, May 5th. I did see this. Obviously, I live in Australia, so I saw it a day earlier. Some of the big things, right? Let's just get it off the top of the bat. John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Like the fan cast that is so awesome, first and foremost. Now my big question is he actually going to be directing the Fantastic Four movie, since the director of the Fantastic Four movie is no longer directing that movie? Second, I thought it was awesome. We had Black Bolt in there. The fight between the Illuminati and Scarlet Witch was, oh my God. It was like, hold on, my eye. Oh yeah. It was so good. That fight was amazing. Let's talk about the Illuminati, right? We had Monica Rambeau's mom as Captain Marvel. That was awesome, right? We obviously had Professor Xavier telling him what was going down. You are a problem. Like, Doctor Strange, for whatever reason, always fucks something up, right? He's almost like the Flash. It's like, God damn it, Barry. Like, he has so much power that he can accidentally fuck up an entire universe on accident. Super dope. Super dope concept. I absolutely love seeing Professor X in a more not traditional, but like in the comic book type of wheelchair that he had. Too bad it didn't look like it wasn't like floating. That'd have been cool if it was like levitating. It was a little too, it looked cool in certain angles, and in certain angles it looked really goofy because it was like, I was like, man, it could have been more sleek, could have been cooler, but it is what it is. Seeing how Marvel would actually utilize and showcase his abilities, I was like, okay, this is interesting. But that whole Illuminati moment was really cool. Also in that scene, the music when Professor X comes on, we actually had that, and it's so crazy because I don't know if it was on the reaction of the trailer that showed the actual wheelchair. I had said in that reaction, it'd be so cool if when he comes out, you hear the and it literally did that. I was like, bruh, what? I was like, nah, who's watching my reactions? No, I'm just joking. Like, obviously the movie was done before that, but it's just, it's interesting. Let's talk about Scarlet Witch. Elizabeth Olsen kills the role per usual since WandaVision, and Scarlet Witch just showcases how powerful she is as a character. Like, she's a beast and just slaughters people. Like, it's kind of scary. I don't think we've ever seen brutality like that in the MCU. Like, the kills that she has, I was like, oh my God. Like, Sam Raimi does some awesome stuff in this movie on the horror vibes. Like, you go into these other worlds, like, she literally went to other worlds and started killing people, bro. Like, not like, oh, we were in a fight and you accidentally just died. No, you intentionally killed. Like, Reed Richards, like, look, man, he could actually destroy you by accident by whispering. Like, what are we talking about right now, right? And she was like, how is he gonna whisper? Like, what you talking about? Pulled a fucking Agent Smith on him. He was like, my mouth. And he says something and his whole head explodes. Like, bruh, she does Reed Richards dirty. Like, bruh, yeah, you smart and stuff, but you silly string to me, bro. Like, what? Betty Spaghetti's my man. I was like, oh no, that was crazy. Captain Carter had a cool moment, but just like all of us have said numerous times, how is Captain America gonna be fighting up against these super powered, beings, right? And this was like a perfect example of that. Like, you really, you throwing the shield around? Bruh, I could flick the shield at you and wreck you. And that's exactly what she did. She was like, half. I'll take half. Scarlet Witch is a problem, bro. Like, she's a super problem. And it kind of established at that point, like, Scarlet Witch is it, right? So the bigger question now is she actually dead, right? Is she dead for real, or is it just implied that she's dead? We know that she's alive in other universes, alive and well. That moment of her, seeing herself with her kids, that was crazy. Speaking of that, how she got there, America Chavez, that character is super likable. I love the story that they created for this character. I don't know if that's the actual story in the comics. Again, I don't really follow the character like that. So if you guys know, please let me know in the comments down below. The story arcs that they built with her and Strange were really dope. I actually really liked it. And just kind of answering the question, like, are you happy? Like his question, like, are you happy though? Like society wise, people don't really care about if men are happy or not. Let's just keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was really interesting where he was like, imagine saving the world and find out that don't solve it. The horror vibes, Sam Raimi's horror vibes were great. I thought they were still Marvel-esque. They wasn't like full horror, but they got some jump scares in there. They have like when Scarlet Witch came to I keep forgetting the actual temple name. When she's fighting Doctor Strange there and he puts her in the mirror dimension. I'm gonna use the reflections against you. Crazy. Like, oh yeah. And then she just see arms popping out of puddles and stuff like that was wild. I thought that was super cool. How she came out of the mirror, just very like The Ring vibes. Thought that was cool. Like they played on the horror really awesome, especially when she was fighting the Illuminati, like going through that whole building. She just had this whole like creepy, horror monster. It was so refreshing. Scarlet Witch was probably the standout of the movie to me, to be completely honest with you. Like right from the get-go, it's like, oh, and she was like, oh, you didn't say her name, did you? He was like, nah, player, what's up? And she was like, it's the lion though. The lion's hard to switch off. Flicks that thing and just death around her. I was like, oh my God. Like, and that's the thing though, right? Like in the trailers, they make it seem like, she wants to do good. It seems like there's some animosity she has towards society in regards to, her breaking the rules versus Doctor Strange. But nope. She's like, look, I'm going to go see my kids whether you like it or not. I showed mercy to her by me not snatching her by her hair my damn self. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, just wild. How they incorporated how dreams are your view into multiverse. Clever. So awesome. It's just, this movie had some really high concepts that I really enjoyed. And playing with the multiverse, crazy. Post-credit scene, is it Clea that showed up? But I didn't know Charlize Theron was even I didn't know she was even casted. But it seemed like Dormammu was there, and she's like, no, you caused an infraction. That's interesting. We found out that my man got the third eye blind. I was like, okay, this is interesting. Like, there's a lot. I gotta keep it a stack. That eye needs to be rotated. I'm sorry. Like, it just looks so CG because it was just another eye. Like, if it was vertical, I think it would have just landed a little bit better because it just looks so wonky. I was like, But overall, I really enjoyed it. Even like the fight with Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange, to get the Darkhold, like the music fight, sick. Like that was super creative. The way they utilized magic and the witchcraft in this movie was just so dope. I just thought it was awesome. But I want to know you guys' thoughts, man. What were your favorite moments in here? What were the crazy spoilers or crazy reveals that you were like, oh my God, you forgot to talk about this? Keep in mind, it is 12:31 right now. It is super late. So if I did forget, forgive me and just let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this movie was. What were the standout, like, oh my God moments to you? And if you guys want to catch any of my other reactions, obviously you guys know what to do. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Geek Gang, we out this thing.